First podcast of the season. We've got with us a nice cast of characters, some drunk, some sober, half and half it seems like, but we'll see what we can do here. We got Rel with us. What's up, Rel?
It's your boy Young, really real. I want to say free my boy Austin till his back, if he did.
We'll just go ahead and let you know Rel's a little tipsy today. That's okay. We've got Nova with us, who just got blown out in his Week 2 game. What's going on, Nova?
I'm shirtless, so maybe that'll help.
Oh, God. Don't tell us that, Nova. Okay. And then, of course, we have the Mad Nerd himself, Zink. What's up, Zink?
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm sorry, but I told Jalen how to use her, so...
Oh, man.
Rip the league, boys. Rip the league. And then last but not least, we've got Apex. What's going on, Apex?
Hey, what up, hey?
As you guys can probably tell from Apex's photos earlier in chat, Apex is a little drunk as well. So we got a couple sober people, me, Zink, and I don't know if Nova's not old enough to drink, so he's sober. And then we've got Rel and Apex was a little tipsy so far today. So, but we're here to talk about all things SSFA, trades, how the season's going, predictions for the rest of the season. So let's start off with Rel. Rel, how's your season going so far?
Hey, man, it's up and down. 2-0, so I guess I can't be too mad, but I'm playing pretty trash right now, to be honest. Like, I done got a lot of man luck, so that's basically it for me, man. We just try to keep it up going forward.
I see you won 29-0 against the Raiders. He wasn't very good, was he?
I mean, I got a lot of mad shit in my favor. I can't even lie. Like, that was a crazy game. It was basically my defense stepping up, man, making some big plays, and he blitzed me the whole game. So once I caught on his defensive tendencies, I was able to just, call my plays, pass protect, and just, put the ball in the end zone.
All right, Nova. How's your season going so far, bro?
We're starting off on the last side, got a little blowed out. That was service and also my skills. Also that's why I'm not going into the so that's anything.
Okay. So 1-1, 4. So you got a forced win over Lid because Lid didn't show up, typical Lid fashion, and then you got blown out by the Seahawks, right?
Yeah.
No, not by the Niddler.
The Niddler put it on you, bro. Okay. Well.
We got middle.
Alright, Zink. How's your season going?
Going good. 2-0. Can run, I can pass. Getting out of these sticks. Going well.
Just beat Jalen, so. He just beat.
I'm not mad at getting the picks.
So he just beat Jalen. So Zink, I keep asking Zink what he wants on his SSFA Super Bowl T-shirt. So we'll see. So he's probably gonna go.
I told Jalen how to use her.
Yeah. All right. Well, my season's going so far. I'm 2-0. I'm like Rel, not playing the greatest. Still getting used to the new game. But we've had 2 easy wins, so I can't complain. Traded Todd Gurley today, so got Dalvin Cook coming in. Zink's got me looking at all these height and weight of running backs and going for shorter running backs. So I traded for a shorter running back to see if it's gonna help me at all. So we'll see. But good so far, 2-0. Play Oshi next week, so we'll see how that goes. Apex, how's your season going, bro?
Okay.
You're 1-1, right?
I made those trades week 1 for the season. Week 1 I had a little bit, my offensive line had a little bit of difficulty week 1, and then week 2 my team played great in the first quarter, and then second half they kind of like stopped a little bit, but I held on for the win, and now I'm back to 500, and I think I can roll with this squad and make a pretty good run in the first season.
Okay. So Apex alluded to some trades that were made. let's go over a few of the trades or trades that that we liked, we didn't like. Just give me a couple and your thoughts on it. And if the person's in here that the trade is about, we can let them tell why they did the trade in that way. So Ralph, start us off. What trade did you see that you liked, you didn't like, whatever the case may be?
I guess I can start off by what the most recent trade was. The trade man Apex just did. Sent him Shane Ray for a couple of third-round picks.
So you took advantage of a drunk Apex.
for both sides.
Okay.
A lot of pass rushes. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to acquire some picks, get some more young players to develop next season. So
Okay.
I think it was a good trade. He's a young player. Apex, he's gonna be able to fill in right down that defense. I think he's gonna do good for him.
Okay. What else? You got any other ones that stand out to you?
That Vikings Rams trade. I think that trade is a good trade for both sides, unless that pick is a top 5 pick. I gave that pick a B+ for the Vikings and an A for you, but that B+ moved to C territory. That's a top 5 pick because I'm never giving that much for a running back.
I took a big cap hit trading Todd Gurley. It's like $23 million. But Dalvin Cook's a year younger, and I just alluded he's smaller, he weighs less, and he makes less money. So, and I'm hoping that Vikings dude's 0-2, and he didn't look good against Lid, and he got blown out by the 49ers dude. So I'm hoping that he gets beat up in that division, but I don't know. His division is kind of trash, so we'll see. That could be a top 10, that could be a top 5, or that could be like a top 20 pick. So I don't know.
Top 5. Instead of top 5, your grade moves up to an A+, and his moves down to about a C, D.
All right, boys. I'm gonna talk about a trade I do not like, and I got this man in here to defend this trade. The trade I absolutely hate so far this year is my boy Nova trading Jordan Howard and Taylor Gabriel for Cam Chancellor, old-ass Brandon Marshall, and a 4th. Explain yourself, Nova. What the hell were you thinking, bro?
So, when I first found out I was gonna be in this league, I was like, hey, I want to move them up for Bears. And then I got in and I was like, holy shit, I got some good at running backs. And I looked at their stats carefully, and I figured out that didn't matter. Tariq Cohen was younger, Tariq Cohen was faster. So I can feel the future with Tariq Cohen, and with Brandon Marshall, I love him as a wide receiver. Taylor Gabriel, not so much, so I need to get him out. And Cam Chancellor was an ad to help Adrian Amos. We pretty much got we got the 12 man. We're the new 12 man. I just added Cam Chancellor. I have Eddie Jackson, but he's not Cam Chancellor. So I just wanted someone to help Adrian Amos. I felt like it was good for me. The Seahawks, he wanted a running back, and I said, hey, I got 2, and I really only wanted Cohen, so I was like, I can make that work.
Okay. I don't know, man. I just think you could have got more out of Jordan Howard than that.
I got the most he was going up was 4th. So at least I got a draft pick out of it because that filled my void of losing the second round pick this year because of trading to get what's his name, Anthony Miller.
Okay.
He gave away a second, so it just fills the void now. Overall, I'm liking it. Mid stopped Cohen so much, so I didn't get to see what Cohen was like.
What do you think about that trade, Ralph?
I mean, I can see where he's coming from. I think he short sold Taylor Gabriel, man. He got a receiver that got 94 speed, good route running, good catching. Even though he's small, man, I think you could have got a little bit more value for him. I think you shouldn't have threw him in the trade. You should have just did that trade, for Howard and then just tried to get rid of him separate.
All right, Zink, what do you think about that trade?
It's pretty garbage.
Yeah?
I mean, looking at it now, like, I had no idea what regression was like. Now that we know it is, you lose more than 2. But imagine how much Marshall and Cameron.
True. Regression got to hit those boys hard. They're definitely, in their 30s, pushing up. So, Apex, you still there? You awake?
Yeah.
What'd you think about the trade?
Ass.
Okay, Apex has spoken. Alright, Zink, is there any trades that you want to look at, either good or bad or indifferent? You can even talk about yours if you want.
I like the one that Oshi did for Watt, his first, second, and King. That's a pretty good value, I think, for Watt.
Alright, let's not talk about Desmond King, my friend. You were about to give up the farm for him not too long ago. No, I agree with you, though. That's a really good, adding J.J. Watt to freaking Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram, that D-line is going to be nasty. And
Be set for a couple of years.
And like you said, Desmond King wasn't all that great. He's kind of slow. He's a good. If he was faster, he would be worth more. But he was like 88 speed, so he's not a fast CB at all. So, yeah, I definitely like that trade as well. The other one I kind of like for both people is I like the Jalen Lid trade. Lid gets a running back that he really needed, and Jalen gets another nice receiver to build. Next to who's your boy, Rel, the new guy? The rookie, DJ Moore. So now he gets 2 nice receivers, big receivers, to help fill out that Panthers receiving corps, especially in a division that has Uber and you in it, Zink. So he's able to get a little more pieces, to try to help, beat you guys. So I like that trade for both people.
Yeah, it works out for better for me. I mean, McCaffrey out of here, I'm all for it.
Luckily, the good thing is the league did save some people from some bad trades. There were a couple bad trades that, we make fun of Nova, but there were a few trades that were denied because they were just not good. So the league definitely is doing, the trade committee, the commissions, the admins, they're doing well to, make sure that these trades that we get pushed through are good trades. So that's a good thing. We had some whack trades last year get passed through, and luckily this year so far, I think all the trades that were pushed through outside, even the Nova trade, it's fair enough that we can, it's all good.
I will say for the Nova trade, man, you got to remember this, Madden, you got the sub linebacker position, which is important because you can move Cam Chancellor inside the box on a lot of plays. So, what I'm saying? He'll be able to play a few more years past as opposed to like last year where he would just die in the linebacker spot in the nickel and dime or whatever.
I also like the Zink trade with Damage. Zink gets Chris Jones, who's a monster, and he just traded Vic Beasley and a 90 speed linebacker that Zink would never use because he doesn't use her linebackers. So, I mean, for what he traded, he got really good value trading Beasley, and I don't even know how to pronounce that dude's name. Olukin or I don't know.
I'm not gonna try it, but yeah, I like this. For me, I didn't want Vic Beasley, so for me to get something that I actually needed.
Yeah, and the only good thing about that middle linebacker with 90 speed is to use her. I mean, you don't use her. You're going to use her a secondary guy every single time. So he would have done you no good, at the linebacker position. So I like that trade for you. Let's talk about the season so far. We've had some interesting box scores. We've had a lot of interceptions thrown. We've had a lot of missed extra points and field goals. What's that? Rel, you got any stats that stand out to you, bro?
Yeah, man. I got a couple stats that stand out to me. Here's a couple of them right offhand. You got Dak Prescott, who has a touchdown to interception ratio of 2-14 with a 45% completion percentage. I don't know, man. I don't know what's about that, man. It might be time to sit that boy down, ship him out of town. And then you got my boy Blackmail. Shout out Blackmail. But Andrew Luck with a 2-13 touchdown ratio with a 55% completion percentage. But yeah, those two quarterbacks, man, they too good to be putting up numbers like that, man. They might have to go ahead and scrap their offense and come up with something new.
Yeah, there's been a lot of interceptions, well, from two quarterbacks mainly, but yeah, a lot of INTs. Zink, anything stand out to you? You know, season so far, just other teams, you know, things that you noticed?
Yeah, we had Uber week 1 versus Saints rush for over 200.
Yeah.
Good. That's a crazy stat line. 23 attempts, 232 yards, 3 touchdowns. Crazy
that's
stat line
crazy.
for Jones.
Let's go look at the turnover ratios here. So, Manny is leading the league in turnover differential by 18. He's got a positive 18.
We gotta add asterisk in there that 10 or 11 of them came in one game. You know, just to throw that in there.
You know, Zink is second with 10, which is what I expect. You know, Callie is third with 9. You know, let's see.
Hey man, you gotta give Kelly an asterisk. You got 10 in one game.
Oh, that's true too. The Cowboys have a negative 17 turnover. He has 14 interceptions and 4 fumbles and just 1 INT. That's it. Been a rough start for Yoda. That's tough for Yoda right now. Let's see. Let's look at let's see.
I have one from the past week. The guy coming in, your boy, what's Mega Marcus Peters at cornerback, winning NFC of the week with 4 tackles, 3 receptions. Pretty crazy.
Hey man, that Raiders dude just decided he wanted to keep throwing at Marcus Peters, man. There's not much you can do about that.
Oh yeah, Marcus Peters is not putting in the game.
I put him on yeah, good.
Mason Rudolph, first start, he goes 21 for 30 with 248 and 2 passing touchdowns. That's pretty good.
I got another stat for you, man. Shout out to the one-armed wonder, Shaquille Griffin, man. He tied for first in the league in picks, man. Showing that you don't even need a second hand to get it done, man. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to that man out there putting in work with him.
Apex, what do you think? Anything that stand out to you?
That Cowboys game earlier today was a shit fest.
Was it now?
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, it was Giants had 20, like a 20 or 27 up lead in the first quarter.
Jeez, hey man, what you think about that game, man?
Pick City, Fumble City, whatever you want to call it. And it was like a one-sided team, so Dallas didn't get no picks or fumbles. Probably defensively, just turnover.
I will say this, man, about Dallas. I'm kind of surprised about that game because you look at that roster, man. They got a real dominant O-line, man. So I don't expect that to drop back, you know, and throw the ball 30 times a game. I think they need to get Zeke involved more, you know, something wear the defense down and then hit them with, you know, maybe some play action over the top. But yeah, that's crazy though with the 10 picks.
Alright, out there, SSFA World, I gotta play a Madden game in Yoda's League, so I'm gonna play it. I'm not gonna talk about the game, but we're still gonna continue the podcast. So, what do you guys think about progression? So, you know, progression's changed this year. You know, it's way different. You can't upgrade certain stats. We're gonna go around the horn here and just, you know, your impressions of it. Rel, what do you think? What do you think about the progression system?
I think it's dope, man. I think like last year it was really easy to, you know, draft a 70 overall with like, you know, good physical traits and then, you know, just using all year, get a bunch of picks, win a bunch of awards and get them to a 90. I think the new progression system allows teams to, you know, make a more balanced league. You know, you're not going to see too many 99s in one season that started out in the 70s. So I think that's good for the league because teams are going to be a lot more balanced going forward.
What do you think, Zink? Your impressions.
I like it. It's kind of cool. you know, keep it balanced. The only issue I have with it, I have no idea how much XP it is to get a point. Just a little progress bar.
It's kind of frustrating, isn't it? Like, I want to know how much I gotta do to get, like, certain players an upgrade, you know? It's like just no rhyme or reason of, like, how many I gotta do. I think EA's gotta come out and release that information. I mean, like, I don't know. It bothers me that I don't know that. Like you said, we just get that progress bar. Nova, what do you think about it? What do you like the progression setup?
I mean, yeah, I like it kind of, but like the one thing I don't like is the way you base your team off of. So like, let's say, like right here, you have Deshaun Watson, who might be an 82 overall scrambler, but if you, let's say it was on a team that ran a West Coast, it might be a 7 and a half. Like, I don't like how like it goes by what kind of play style you
Okay. Apex, what do you think about it? What do you like about it?
And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play, it'll be second down. Was able to break that initial.
Like it picks names out of a hat on your like, team roster. Like usually it like comes up with like 3 or 4 players it shows, and it has like 1 point on them, and you have a choice of 3 different whatever stats you want to put on. And it's different than last year and pretty much better. And I hated how last year you can just pick a 60 overall, 7 overall, play good with him one season. You can make him like the best player in the league.
Shots fired.
Shots fired at Zinc over there.
I think we should get to the predictions, man. Let's get to some predictions.
All right. Well, let's first of all, let's talk about the rest of your guys' season. Like, what are you guys expecting? What do you guys want? Like, you know, I know not all of us are going to make the playoffs, so, like, what do you want out of the rest of the season? We'll start off with Rel.
I will say this, man. Cortland Sutton is on the block. If anybody want Cortland Sutton, come get at me, man. I'm trying to get Hamilton in the game a lot more. The ratings are similar, but he's a little bit better route running. So I'm looking to move on from Cortland Sutton, looking for a young player. So aside from moving him, I think that we just going to try to run the ball, you know what I'm saying? Right now, Coleman is averaging 8.2 yards per carry, so I think I need to do a little bit better job of just, you know what I'm saying, giving him the ball, even with short games, you know what I'm saying, but I just need to get him the ball. Also, I think that I gotta give a shout out to Joe Flacco as well, man. He got 5 touchdowns, 0 picks through the first 2 games, so he's being a good game manager, and I think if he keeps being that going forward, I think I have a chance to be a good team because my defense is stout.
Okay. What about you, Zinc? What do you want out of the rest of the season? Obviously, you want to win the Super Bowl, but you know, like, what are you hoping for? Who are you trying to build? What are you trying to do?
So the number one player that I really want to build this season is Isaiah Oliver. I mean, I could really use a cornerback because after this season, Alfred's just going to be dead. He's going to regress hardcore. So I would like to develop Oliver, and then my 3 safety, and then the new one that Rel hooked me up with, Justin Simmons. They're the core guys that I want to build up.
So, SSFA, so you know what that means. Do not throw near those 2 players. if they look like they're open, they're not. Do not throw near Zinc's user, bro. Oh, I'm kidding. Nah. Nova, what are you trying to get out of the rest of the season, bro? What's your goals?
Well, first of all, one of the players I want to touch on, I want to progress Tarico and the most. I want to get into star level in the face of the team, and I also want to progress Adrian Amos. I want to be like one of the best on the defense, one of the best in the league. But you know, it's not, of course. Season-wise, I just want to finish over 500. I don't really expect to make the playoffs. It is my first year, and I'm still trying to get used to it. I play Eagle week 4, so that'll be, I don't have to touch on that. Shout out to my boy Keegan. I play in week 10 and week 12. That could be fun. And then I play Lit again week 15. Hopefully we can get a game in there.
Don't count on it, bro. Don't count on it.
Just, hoping for a good year, over 500, and then, just see as we go.
All right, Apex. Couple words. What do you got planned for your season, bro?
Better. Well, technically, if you want to count them real life Browns 1-16 last year, technically I have a better record than that already. I'm hoping for like a 6 or 7 win season, but if I can, I'm hoping to sneak into the playoffs this year.
Okay.
I think with the additions of the trades I made, even with Shane Ray, I think all 3 of these new players will help me at least win most of my games. The only 3 key games that I think I might have trouble with is against the Falcons that are in this party here. Jalen, those guys are like big time nerds. And the only questionable game I have is against Oshie because he made a trade for J.J. Watt. And my O-line is as bad as it is right now. I lost my left tackle, so it's going to be a tough game that week.
Alright.
Speaking of injuries, man, let's talk about some of these injuries in the league, man, because we got quite a few.
Yeah. Shout out to my game last night with the Nick. He had 4 injuries, 5, and I ended up having 1.
Yo, he had like 5 against me, too.
These injuries are very.
What do you guys think about the injury sliders? You think they need to be turned down, or?
I think it need to come down a little bit, man. Maybe to like 15. I think right now we got them on 25. I want to say. So I think they need to come down just a little bit because they hitting a couple teams hard, specifically the Seahawks.
And the Bills. The Bills lost John Boyd, their running back.
Yeah, I think I need to go down a little bit. I mean, me and my game, I've been getting quite a bit off the ball injuries. They're just for the game, but it's kind of annoying. They're not even off the play.
I lost my left tackle and Landry in the same game, and I almost lost Garrett for the same game too. But an ACL sprain is not as close to it than a tear.
And looking at the Vikings, man, the Vikings have lost Stephon Diggs and Danielle Hunter, so that's 2 players on opposite side of the ball. Where that's going to affect their season tremendously going forward.
And then Knowles lost, he lost the man, the myth, Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, he lost him for like 5 weeks, so that's a hit too. Yeah, I think injuries are definitely seems like they're up a lot. I don't know. I haven't had any, luckily, like in my game, but I've seen a lot of injuries in the 2 games that I played.
That have gotten away with no injuries.
I haven't had any, so.
Forget Zach Martin either from the Cowboys. He also out for about 5 weeks.
All right. Yeah, so let's go. We're going to predictions now, boys. So, we're going to predict each of the divisions. So, we'll start off with the AFC East. So, in the AFC East, we have Mike. We have the new Austin, who's apparently a Colts fan too, which is like a coincidence, I guess. Free Austin, boys. Free Austin.
Free Austin, man. To his back, boy.
Austin's visiting the he's not going to be with us for a couple months, but he'll be back.
Visiting Bubba for a few months.
So, we've got Mike, we've got Austin, the new Austin, we got Beats, and we've got Big Mike, who's the Dolphins. Who do y'all think's going to win that division? Start with you, Rel.
I'm going to go ahead, no disrespect to Beats, man, because he always played me tough, so I'm going to have to go with Mike, though, man. I think Mike knew when he joined the division that's something he could take over. So for this season right here, especially, he got the Patriots. Their roster is heads above each and every team in that division. So for the time being, I would say Mike win that division.
Okay, does anybody disagree with Mike, the Patriots, winning that division? Everybody agree?
No. Agreed.
Alright, so we all agree. That's pretty much, we think the Patriots are going to win that division pretty easily. Recio speaks highly of Big Mike, but, he ain't played in a while, so we'll have to, he didn't look good against Ravens.
Yeah, man, shout out my boy Ravens. I know he's listening right now, man. He blew the doors off the Dolphins, man. I just want to say shout out to my boy Ravens because he is tuned in right now.
Alright, so we're going to go over to Apex's division. We're going over to the Central. No, sorry, the North. I lied. I'm thinking baseball. We're going to the North. AFC North. We've got Apex's Browns. We got Recio Steelers. We got Cali's Bengals. And we have D's Ravens. Zink.
Jeez, nuts.
How do you think that division's going to play out?
I mean, it really depends on it. It's really off one player. If one player can earn the cheese, I think Cali should.
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, I can't really say anything about my own division, but I play you and Jalen like late in this, and then it's spread out. But Steelers and Bengals and Ravens each play you guys like close to each other. If I can squeeze in a win against one of you nerds, I think I can win this division.
Apex is, okay, so does anybody disagree with Zink that, and I'm not going to say if Cali learns the cheese, but Zink says if Cali learns the cheese, that he'll win the division handily. Anybody disagree with Cali winning that division?
I don't disagree, but I got to add in the stat, man. The Steelers right now, points scored, they got 42 points. They had 37 points scored against them. Right now, Cali has scored 37 points and only has allowed 7 points. So I think that says it right now for going forward what this division is looking like. I'm going to go with my boy Cali.
My only concern with Cali is that man has Josh Dobbs throwing the ball. And,
that is true.
I mean, you guys, I don't know if you guys have tried to had to use a garbage quarterback. But it's not that easy, you know, so...
But here's the thing, looking at the division, there's not no overly powerful defense. Apex does have the defense to match up against him, but, like, it just depends on his play calling, man, how he gonna match up with him.
Alright, so we're all picking Cali. Besides Apex, we're all picking... What's up? What's up, Nova?
I think, and this is going off thing, I think we're going to have a surprise number 2. I got my boy Apex at number 2, but I actually have Recio winning that division. I think Recio's going to turn it up this year.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Very well could.
He's played well this preseason. He beat Jalen. He's played a bunch of people close. So, okay. So now we're going to go over to the South, AFC South. We got Ravens, who's the Titans. We've got Fletcher, who's looked awful these last couple of games. I expected a lot out of Fletcher, but he's kind of let me down. We've got Blackmail's Colts, and we got our boy, who's always the Jaguars. He always gets them. I don't know how he always gets them, but we got Knowles. I'll just go ahead. I think that Ravens is going to walk away with this division. I thought him and Fletcher were going to compete for it, but Fletcher has looked pretty bad so far. And Ravens is pretty solid, especially with the run. He's got a beast in Derrick Henry, so I think the Titans are going to walk right through that division. Anybody disagree?
No. I don't.
I agree with you, but like looking. Oh, go ahead, Nova.
Alright. Yeah, I do. I think with the Jaguars, I mean, it sucks for Knowles to get lost Jalen Ramsey, but that was only for what, 5 weeks? Right?
Yeah.
So I think 5 weeks, he could still finish 11-5. I think Knowles, even there, he'll find a way to get through, and I think Knowles will end up walking away.
Okay. Anybody else? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
That's what I was thinking too.
Go ahead, Apex.
Even though that he lost Ramsey this week, he lost him this week, right?
I think so. Yeah.
In the first 2 weeks, the Jaguars' defense is supposed to be like what? Probably top 5.
Yeah.
In 2 games, he's given up 70 points.
Yeah, that's tough right there.
And that's like almost, that's 2 points below the Colts. And Black is, I think, like he was in last Madden, he's really not that great.
Shots fired, boys. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Alright, so we got some people who think Knowles is going to win the division, but I think the majority of us probably think that Ravens is going to win that division, right?
Yeah, Ravens will win that.
Alright.
For sure.
Alright, so then we've got...
Titans only have 6 points against. That's pretty good. But he only played one game.
Well, he's got a force win. He actually played. He actually did he play? Yeah, he played in one. He played in one his other game. Yeah, so he actually won his other game. So he didn't get a force win. He actually won that other game. So he's 2-0 legit. So
beat the Texans. He had a game against the Texans. They had their first head-to-head
Okay,
season.
so they're 0-2.
He
So
won that game.
he right now has a 2-game lead on everybody.
yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna go to Rel's division. So we've got Rel as the Broncos. We got Oshi as the Chargers. We've got Damage as the Chiefs, and we've got. I'm gonna feel bad about this, but I don't know the Raiders guy's name. Priest is yeah. We got. Hang on, I'm not done. Apex. We got Priest as the Raiders. Apex. Who's winning this division?
It's probably gonna be a two-team race, but I think Rel's gonna push through and get this done.
Okay. Does any?
The second team in this one is gonna be Oshi because he got J.J. Watt, and that's gonna be a tough line to stop every week.
Does anybody disagree that that they think Rel's gonna win this division?
Yeah, I disagree.
All right, Zink. Who you got and why?
I got OC, mainly because that Watt trade. Nobody in that division doesn't have the O-line to keep up with that pass rush.
Which is true.
That alone will win game.
Which is true. I'm gonna go with Zink. Rel's my boy and all, but I think that Chargers team is just better than the Broncos team. They got a better offense. Their defense is just as good, if not better in certain areas. So, I'm going to go year one, I'm going to go with Oshi. But long term, I think Rel is a better team builder. And I think long term, Rel will probably win that division more often.
I agree with that, too. I think Oshi, his roster is a lot better than mine right now. But when I took the Broncos going forward, I had a vision for like year 2, year 3 to build the team and how I wanted. I knew I had a bunch of older players who would, I would have to replace eventually. So this is a process right now. So we're just trying to take it one game at a time. And I think with a couple drafts, I'll be able to build a dominant team as I always have.
Nova, where are you at?
You got a lot of young guys that you can build.
So who do you think?
All I have to say about this division is staff.
Is what?
But all I have to say is staff. There's so many good teams. But I'm gonna have to do another surprise. I think Callie is gonna come out.
Who?
It's gonna be a coach.
Callie's in the AFC North. Were you not listening?
This division, me, Oshi, Damage, and Priest, man.
I wasn't thinking. No, I think Damage will actually come out with it, but this could be a close.
Alright, now we move to the NFC, which is, this is not, in my opinion, this is a fact, the toughest conference that we have this year. It's by a lot.
I agree.
Like AFC is weak compared to what the NFC is about to offer.
Yep.
So we're gonna start off in what I think is the most competitive division, and that's gonna be the East. We've got Yoda's Cowboys, Manny's Giants, Rob's Redskins, and Dish's Eagles. So we've done everybody. Let's start off with Nova. Nova, who's going to win this division and why?
Man, I like Manny. That you look at in his 2 games, 66.4, 15 against. I've heard he's really good, but there's a lot of people in the league all really good. But I think Manny will come out with it.
Okay, anybody disagree with Manny winning that division?
No.
I don't disagree. I'm actually surprised that, how good his defense is playing, because if you look at the Giants roster, I thought it would be a tough transition from that 4-3 to that 3-4. So, shout out to Manny, man. His team plays good football going right now.
I'm surprised that that's where I was going.
Yeah.
I was going right.
Roster is too good. roster is too good for Dish to be 0-2 right now. Even though he played 2 quality opponents the first 2 games, and I think he can come back and win his division, man. That team is really talented.
That's where I was gonna go. I'm really surprised that Dish has not played well. You know, his team, you know, you can say what you want, but every Super Bowl winner gets that Super Bowl, boost. So a lot of those players got upgraded, even if they shouldn't have, because they got the Super Bowl team, So I'm really surprised that Dish has struggled as much as he did. Okay, we're gonna go to Nova's division now. So, which I think is probably the worst division in SSFA. I don't know much about your boy Keegan, but I've seen you play. The Vikings have looked good and looked awful, and we know what Lid can do. So
this is Mega. Every team in this division has a negative points against to points for. So that tells you. Well, not actually the Packers don't. They got 1 point above point against.
They got a sim. It doesn't count.
Yes, nobody of him got a sim. So okay. So Zink, who's gonna win this division and why?
Oh man, it's a tough one. But I think Lid's gonna come out with it. It's not gonna be by a lot. This division might be won 7-9 or 8-8.
I was just thinking that too. I was thinking that this could be like a 7-9 or 8-8 division. I gotta agree. I mean, I don't like Lid. Lid's not a good player, and I don't know if Keegan's good. Now, if Keegan's good, this all goes out the window, which I'll defer to Nova here in a minute. But I've seen Nova play. He got blown out by the Seahawks, who, from all indications from Zink and Rel, he's not good. So, I'm a little worried about that. So, I think Lid's going to win this division. It's going to be ugly. They're not, better teams will get left out of the playoffs in the NFC, and one of these teams are going to get in at 8-8, 7-9, 9-7.
I got 3 words for this division: one and out. They get 1 game in the playoffs and they're going home.
All right, Nova, what's your division?
I'm going to go with another surprise, but I'm not going to go with me. I'm going to go with my friend Keegan. I've seen him play competitive. That's one good guy. I don't know, 0-2, I know he's kind of caught up in high school football right now. He's not really thinking about it as much as we are, but I know he can play good once he gets the chance to. It sucks with him being the Lions, with him losing over there as well, 5 weeks. So he's got to find a way to go through, but I think in the end, I think he'll come out.
He's starting JT Barrett, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's right there. He's not very good.
Back to the Cali. Back to the same thing I said about Cali. Playing with that garbage quarterback is not going to be easy. Apex.
If Lid is actually on and playing the games, he's going to win that division easily.
Okay. Now we're going to go to Zink's division, which, has the 2 best players in SSFA. And arguably, you could put Uber in the top 5 players of SSFA. Rip the Saints, boys. Gonna be a long Madden year for them. But,
yeah, man. Saints, I just want to give a message to you, man. I'm praying for you. Hang in there. Don't quit the league, man.
So, I think, this is a tough division because while Zink just beat Jalen, Jalen's the guy who will get better as the year goes on. But year 1, I'm picking Zink. He's got the better team. He's got the team built already the way he wants it. And, he's already beat Jalen once. So, he's got a lead already. So I'm picking Zink to win this division. Anybody agree, disagree? Where are we at?
I'm going to say this, man. I think Zink going to win the division, but knowing Jalen, he probably in the lab going hard, even right now. So I will say, even though Zink wins the division, Jalen wins the Super Bowl for year 1.
Okay. Anybody disagree? Anybody's thoughts? Apex, Nova?
I disagree.
Okay.
Zink winning it. There's a surprise team I think that can actually win this one. I think Uber can sneak it out.
He is 2-0.
Okay. Zink, what do you think about your division?
I think year 1 I'll take it.
Yeah?
Year 1. Taking it out to the Super Bowl.
Okay, that's pretty confident. I like it. I agree, though. You know, your team is built. Your team is much better. Your team is much better than Jalen's is, and you know it is what it is. That's a fact. You know, you have a better team. Your defense is better. Yeah.
I traded for an end that I needed, a D tackle that I needed. I mean, I kept Matt Ryan. I got a free safety that I needed. So, I mean, I don't really have any gaps in this roster. I think it's pretty set.
Okay, so now we are going to my division.
I ended up got a win, and then having a 74-30 for the fourth game. That just shows you it's going to be close.
All right, we're going to the West, boys. NFC West. So we got myself. We've got Rich's 49ers. We got Nidler's Hawks, and we got the I don't know his name, but his PlayStation ID is Texas Fans Cardinals. So what do you guys think about the West? Nova, who do you think's gonna win that division?
Damn, that's tough. You look at the 49ers, point scoring against 71-9. That just feels. I think it's gonna be you, Mega. It's gonna be you, and I think the guy I played against Nidler. I think it'll be tough, but I think he'll come out with it.
So you said Nidler's gonna win the division.
No, I said you are, but I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Rel, do you agree with me winning the division, or you?
I think that this division right here, man, it's a coin flip. It's a two-horse race. 49ers, Rams. I don't know who's going to win this game. If I had to bet money on it, I wouldn't know what to do because, I mean, you got great passing offense and you just acquired a running back. But if you look at the 49ers, 7 points for and 9 points against, I mean, that's kind of crazy. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be a close race, man. I will definitely be tuned into that head-to-head, that 49ers Rams game. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
I agree. I think no doubt. I think the two best players in that division are me and the 49ers guy. You know, I played him a couple times. We played twice last year. I shut him out the first time, and he beat me the second time. So we're 1-1 head-to-head. You know, I've got the better team overall. You know, because the Rams are a better stock team, you know, but he's got a young team, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes, you know, but I do. I think it's down to us, you know, I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see, you know. Zink, what are your thoughts on this division?
I think you're going to take him next, mainly because I don't really know any of the quality of the opponents that 49ers.
Well, he played the Vikings, dude, who just lost to Lid, and he shut him out. It was like 37-0 or something like that.
He played the Lions week 2.
And he played.
I mean, now Mega type it, I mean, GG.
Okay, Apex, what you got, bro?
You're winning the division.
Okay. Alright, boys, now it's time. Go ahead, bro.
Listen, man, since we on here, man, I think that maybe next we can all go through week 3 and, you know, predict who we're going to win each matchup. Kill two birds with one stone, you know?
Yep. Alright, so now we're going to our Super Bowl predictions. I want who's going to be in the Super Bowl, and I want who's going to win. Rel, Super Bowl prediction.
Super Bowl, I think the Super Bowl is going to be, since I said Jalen was going to win the Super Bowl, I think it's going to be Jalen versus Mike in Super Bowl, and I got Jalen winning.
Okay.
The Super Bowl year 1.
All right, Apex Super Bowl. Who's gonna be in it and who's gonna win?
Two teams that are in the Super Bowl is gonna be Zink versus Mike. Zink's gonna win 34-17.
All right, Zink versus Mike. So we got 2 Mikes and 1 Zink and 1 Jalen. Nova, who you got, bro?
Looking at everything, you know, it's kind of tough to tell because I don't know everyone, but I've heard how good they are. So, of course, I'm going to still put Zink, but I'm also going to put Riccio in the Steelers.
Oh, wow.
And Zink is going to take that.
Okay, we got a Zink and a Riccio. Okay. Zink, who you got and why? And you can go ahead and pick yourself if you want.
Oh, I will. I think it's like Apex said. I really think it's gonna be me and Mike. I think Mike is easily the AFC favorite, and I'll probably win 30-20, something like that. It'll be close.
Okay. Alright, guys. I'm going to also... I agree with one of those teams. I'm going to pick somebody else in the AFC. But I do think Zink is going to go to the Super Bowl, and I think he's going to win it. But I think he's going to play his buddy, Ravens. I think Ravens is going to go to the Super Bowl. Yep, I think he's going to go to the Super Bowl and run into his favorite person in the entire world, Zink, and probably get...
Old division mate.
And get blown out. And, you know, Zink's going to win the Super Bowl in the first season of SSFA. I really do. I think so, you know. His team's built for it, you know. I think it's going to be an easy Super Bowl. I think Zink could go 19-0. And that's my honest opinion on it. If he beats Jalen a second time, no one's beating Zink.
I agree. I do agree with that. I think that if he does beat him a second time, but the thing is, look at this. Like, if you look at real life video games, whatever, it's hard to beat somebody 3 times. So even if he does beat him a second time, they meet again in the playoffs. I think it'll be even closer than the prior 2 times.
Okay.
That would be nice to see too, because if he does make it and makes the Super Bowl, he can have his whole stadium. So that would be really nice.
I didn't even think of that. That is true.
Alright, guys, we're about to sign off, but we got final thoughts. Rel, final thoughts on this season of SSFA.
We got to week 3, man. We got
Alright,
you don't have to put out another video.
Alright, go ahead, pull up the schedule, Rel, because I'm not on. I'm playing my game right now, so.
I got the schedule. The first game is Jets-Browns. I'm gonna let everybody else go first, and then I'll go last on each of these games.
Alright, give me beats. I'll take the Jets. Wait a minute, Jets-Browns? So Apex plays the Jets guy?
Jets-Browns.
Okay.
Browns. And Apex, you don't have to rule on this game, because of course you're gonna take yourself. So for each game that we're playing in, you don't have to rule on. We're gonna go with everybody else.
Alright, give me the Jets. Zink?
I'll take the Jets. If Beats is playing, there's a good chance he might not play. But if he plays, I'll give it to Beats.
I'm gonna give it to Apex.
I'm gonna go with the Dog Pound, baby. I think the Dog Pound wins the week 3 game to move to 2-1.
Okay, next game.
The next game on the schedule is Saints Falcons. I don't think we need to say anything about this one.
How many? Okay, the question is, how many interceptions will the Saints throw against Zink? Over, under 5?
I think he gonna throw 7. Over 5, man. I think he's throwing over 5.
Does anybody think the Saints has a chance against Zink? We'll just ask that.
I don't know what the Saints are doing, but I thought he had Drew Brees, but he's using Matt Stafford.
Yeah, he used a free agent signing on Stafford, so.
I think the only way the Saints are going to have a chance is if Zink's Wi-Fi crashes and he's not able to play.
Fair enough. Alright, Zink's going to win. Move on, boys.
Third game, which is personally my game of the week, man. These 2 guys that are playing have so much history of playing in the same league for years. I got Lid versus Rob, man. Who y'all got?
Oh, I got a Rob win, and I got a Lid rage, and I think that's a guarantee, boys.
Rob.
I'm actually be an outlaw. I'm gonna go Lid, man.
That's what I was gonna say. I think if Lid plays, he'll win that.
Alright.
There's a race.
Yeah, that's definitely the Rage Bowl, boys.
Alright, man. The next game, we got a battle of the mics. We got Big Mike and we got Lil Mike.
Give me the Patriots, Mike, and I don't think it's close.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I got Mike. I got Patriots, Mike.
Are you reading the schedule right?
Oh, fuck. You know, man. We got, keep rolling with it. Who y'all got?
Did you skip a game, Rel?
No, you God damn, bro. I just skipped the week, bro. Hey, scrap that, man. Scrap that. We got Blackmail versus Dish.
Dish is gonna get that first win.
Yeah, I think Dish wins that game.
Yeah, Dish.
I got Dish, man. Hey, Black, man, come on, bro. You can't throw 10 interceptions again, bro.
And I'm just gonna put this out here for the next game setup. I don't know any I don't know anything about these two next guys. So.
All right, what's the next game?
Okay.
The new,
Vikings.
New Bills and Vikings.
I don't know, bro.
That's
Hey, all I gotta say, free my boy Austin, boys. Let's get Austin back out of jail. Alright.
Austin, man.
I will pick, I have a rooting interest in that game, because I have the Vikings first round pick, so go Bills. I'll pick the Bills.
Alright. I really don't know, so
Yeah.
I'm going to say that, I'm going to give it to the Vikings, man. I'm going to say the Vikings are going to win that just because we got a better roster.
Alright.
Next game, we got Big Mike and Priest.
What?
Big Mike and Priest.
Okay.
The Dolphins, Mike? Yeah, okay.
Dolphins, Mike.
I think the Dolphins win. No, I think the Dolphins win that game. The Raiders just guy is not very good. He's played me and Rel, and neither of those games were competitive at all. So
I'm gonna say this, man. He played two tough opponents now, and I'm gonna go, man. Like I always say in the chat, iron sharpens iron, man. And I'm gonna go with Priest with the dub.
I'm gonna give it to Big Mike.
Big Mike.
okay. Zink, did you pick?
Yeah, I give it a Big Mike.
Okay.
Okay, next game, man. I can't speak on this because it's me versus the Ravens.
Broncos.
Versus D.
I'm gonna give you.
Versus D. Actually, I don't even know if D's going to play. He's out of town, so I'm not sure.
Alright, so we'll just say over under 2 fumbles for Lamar Jackson. I think it's over. He scrambles way too much with Lamar Jackson. So, yeah, I think if you guys play that game, it's a blowout for the Broncos.
Next game is easy too, I believe.
I don't know about easy, man. Hey, scrap what I said earlier. This is my game of the week right here. We got Cali and Rome. Cali Rome versus DGA Boy. Now, I will say, the last time these two dudes played, they exchanged dresses and told each other to pull up. So who y'all got?
Yeah, because that was a blowout. If I remember correctly, Jalen ran up the score on Cali because, and quote unquote, Cali played cheese. Okay.
Yeah.
Jalen's words, not mine. Give me Jalen. Like, I just don't. I don't know. I don't think. I just think Jalen's got a better team. I think Jalen's a better player. He just got another receiver. So give me Jalen to win that game and right the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Cali and the Bengals.
All right.
Shock.
Zeke?
I got to give it to Jalen, but I think it's going to be a close game. I mean, that O-line's kind of trash. Versus Cali's got a pretty good front four. But I think it's close. I think Jalen comes out with it.
Apex?
No, I'm gonna go with my boy Jalen. Me and him been buddy last few days.
I'm gonna say this, man. These dudes have a history, and I'm gonna say this: ain't no way that GGA or Cali beat him in this game. Man. No way. If I'm GGA, man, looking at the calendar, this is a game that he got circled on his calendar, and there's no way he's losing it. So I'm gonna go GGA.
All right, who else we got?
Next game we got Manny versus Fletcher.
Give me the Giants. I mean, Fletcher hasn't showed me that he can beat a good player, and that defense on the Giants has been ridiculous.
And, I mean, Fletcher did get rid of J.J. Watt. He got a nice in return for him, but I think Texans is one of those teams that might go like anywhere from 4-12 to 5-11 or something like that.
You may be looking forward to next season already.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually go the opposite, man. These are both two players that were really good, man. 18 users, and I just don't see Fletcher dropping the 0-3 on the season. So I think he turns it around with a narrow victory this week.
Okay. What we got next?
Titans Jaguars. That's what we got next.
Give me Ravens. If maybe if Knowles had Ramsey, but he doesn't. So
Ravens as well.
That loss of Rangers is gonna hurt.
All I gotta say to Knowles is feed that beast train running back.
So who's your...
I was going to say to Knowles, too. Knowles, if you listen to this podcast, man defense, your corners are unbelievable, man. You just run man, let them do what they do, man. That's all you got to do. But I'm going Ravens in this game.
I gotta go with no.
Okay.
I think he's gonna take it mainly because of the pass rush to the Jaguars. Maybe it'll hold Ravens run.
True. Alright, what we got next?
Next game, we got the 49ers versus Chiefs.
Give me the 49ers, and that's not close.
I agree, Niners. Anybody else think otherwise?
It might even be a blowout. People are gonna get the Chiefs players are gonna get thrown out of their own stadium.
Man, it's so many good games this week. Cause this next game is another game. Like I know I keep switching my games of the week. Like there's so many good games of the week. We got the Chargers, Big Oshie versus Meg with the Rams, man.
Oh, my old division rival. You know, me and Oshie were in the same division with Jalen last year. We played each other a lot. So go ahead. I'm not gonna predict the game because it's my game. But who we got, guys?
You know what? Since Megan wants to be rude and pick the Jets, I'm gonna go with Oshie.
Candy, boy. Apex Candy.
All right. Anybody disagree with Apex picking Oshie?
I'm gonna have to go Oshie too, man.
Okay.
You know you my boy, but looking at that old line, man, this man has Joey Bosa on one side and J.J. Watt on the other side. I just think it's going to be hard for your offensive line to stop the pass rush. But I will say this, if you're able to block his pass rush, I think your offense is potent enough to be able to put numbers on the board.
That's what I was about to say, because I disagree. I think Megan's going to win. We got some fast, young people on the offense. I think they'll go away.
As long as Dalvin Cook don't get hurt. Hopefully I didn't put no bad juju on.
Zink, who you got?
It's a real tough one, but I mean, I think I gotta go with Oshie.
Oh.
Alright.
You can stop the pass rush. I mean, I think you'll be able to come out with a win, but I mean, what was it, week 1? You played against a very good pass rush. You got Khalil Mack, and you had trouble running the ball.
I ran for like 4 yards.
You got Ingram, you got Bosa, and you got Watt.
Yeah, I didn't even think of Ingram, man. That's crazy. I didn't even think about Ingram.
He's got like decent. He's got like maybe. Does he have like 2 decent linebackers too?
He has 3 90s on his defensive line, man. That's crazy.
All right, what else we got?
Yoda at Seattle.
That's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a close game, man.
I think
even though a lot of people don't think Neal is very good, he played me very close. He has the offensive, you know what I'm saying, he'll pick you apart. It's obvious that he knows how to read coverages, so I think this will be a good game. Who y'all think gonna win?
I think Yoda wins.
Needler.
I think he runs. I gotta think that Yoda's not gonna pass the ball. I gotta think that he's going to feed Zeke. And if he feeds Zeke with that offensive line, even if he's missing Zach Martin, that offensive line is elite.
Agreed.
So I think if he runs the ball, he'll be fine and win the game.
If he doesn't rely on Dak Prescott to win in the game, I think he wins. But if Neal is able to get a 7-10 point lead early, I think that he's gonna be able to win that game if he has to rely on Dak Prescott and those receivers.
The win is a very good tackle. I have so much faith in him. He actually showed me I'm a good fan.
Okay, what else we got?
I got to pick Yoda. Easy. I mean, I played Midler, and you saying he was able to, for you to say he can read coverages. I mean, I completely disagree. He was falling easy for my base. Everybody thought was open, they were covered. So I really think Yoda's gonna take it.
Okay. Apex, you said you got who?
Midler. The second Browns fan in this SSFA league.
Okay, I see Browns fans sticking together. Next game, we got Nova with his Chicago Bears versus Texas fan in the Cardinals.
Oh, that's tough.
Give me the Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals. Because I think, I just played him. He relies a lot on J.J. Nelson. And Nova doesn't have anybody on his team that like I did. I shadowed J.J. Nelson with Marcus Peters, and he didn't throw at him. But, he went to Peters a lot against Rob, and Nova doesn't have a great coverage corner. So go ahead and give me the Cardinals to win that game.
I'll go with Cardinals because Cardinals will feed the decent running back on the team, and David Johnson.
Zink?
I think I'm gonna take Nova. Nova's got a running back that can stay step for step with JJ. Right time. Right stays on JJ, it's GG for the card. Nova's gonna come out with it win.
I agree with Zink, man. I'm gonna go Nova. I think Nova picks up his first win in SSFA. You know what I'm saying? I think that Nova wins his game against the Cardinals. I think he gotta rely on Tariq Cohen, man. Get him involved not only in the run game but in the pass game. So I'm gonna go with the Bears, man. Roquan Smith gonna shut down the middle of the field. I think Fuller gonna do a good job on Nelson, and they're gonna pick up the dub.
All right, who else we got?
This next game, I think we can all agree on this. New England with Mike, Lil Mike versus average gamer, Detroit Lions. I'm going Mike. I don't even have an explanation.
Mike.
Fuck yeah, I'm loyal with my friend. I'm gonna go Keegan. That means if I put his brace out and keep it close,
it's really fitting that we ended this podcast on this game, man. We got two admins playing each other. We got Ricio versus Uber. Two good players going head-to-head on Monday Night Football.
Two Pitt guys. They're both Steelers fans, too.
Two Pitt guys. Yeah, man. It's going to be a good game. Who y'all got?
Give me Uber. I think Uber I think Uber's a better player. I think Uber, while Ricio may have a better team, I like Uber to run the ball enough with, he's already ran the ball a lot, but go ahead and give me Uber to win that game.
I gotta take Uber.
Okay. You saying no? Who you got?
Give me Ricio. I just think he's got a call. He's got an all-around better team. I think so it's gonna be close. I think he'll be able to.
Okay. Who you got? Apex?
Uber.
For me, man, I think it's gonna come up. I'm gonna pick Ricio because his team is better. I think with Big Cam Hayward down there on the defensive line, it's gonna be hard for him to run the ball. And I think if he can make Uber pass the ball the majority of the game, he's gonna play towards his favor. So I think that the Steelers will win this game.
All right, guys. Any final thoughts on anything? Open it up to anything. Any final thoughts?
I just want to say, man, shout out to everybody out there playing their games, man. We appreciate everybody participating in the league, man. We look forward to a good season, man. Thank y'all for joining us, for being active in the chat, man, for staying active in this league, because y'all make the league what it is, and we appreciate everybody participating.
Apex, any final thoughts?
Just hoping that most of these terrible teams can find a way to get their first win of the season, especially them Raiders. But bad shout out for the Raiders. I think they're gonna fall 0-16 this year.
No, dude, Apex out here firing some shots tonight, boys.
One shot. Apex got to play the Raiders too, so man, maybe the Raiders gonna circle that on the calendar.
Nova, any final thoughts?
I'm already circling it.
I just want to go through. I did not do. There's only two trades I forgot to do the video and talk about it. One doesn't include Apex. It was like one of the very first ones he did when he sent secret away Derek Hendred, and we got Malik Count, and get him in secret count, it's going to be a huge role. Not a huge role, sorry, but a huge ad. That's going to bump up the defense, and he's already got the real peppers that run on safety, so that was just all around smart for him. And then, there was one more. We come up on a 1st and 10. yes, my boy Keegan. He got, it's a straight player, Jakeem Grant, giving away Keith Taylor. I think Jakeem Grant was one that was good.
I think that was a good pickup, 96
He knows how to develop players. I think that's pretty good one. Final thoughts, I think, I'm immediately, I'm just kind of going to get the big one. But like all teams just have a good year. Let's make it interesting. Yeah, all around let's have a good year.
Alright, Zink, final thoughts.
Just 3 letters. ATS. Go to 3 letters.
There's 2 games left.
Let's advance this shit, boys.
Hey, Megan, we gotta end it with the official SSFA tagline, man. This is SSFA, where the nerds play. Thank you for joining the official podcast, and we'll catch y'all next week.
Alright, boys, we're going to try to do more of these. We want to try to do them weekly. You know, I'm off Sundays and Mondays, so we're going to try to do them then. You know, hopefully we can do multiple podcasts, you know, multiple predictions, you know, maybe a playoff preview show, a draft preview show, you know. We're hoping to do a lot more of the stuff for the league. You know, everything we do is for you guys in the league. You know, we don't do this for our own. We want to make it fun. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. We'll do another one. You know, I'm going to post it to YouTube, and I'll post it in the chat. Make sure you guys check it out, okay? Later, guys.
Good luck next week, man.